being in woodlands and amongst trees is beneficial for people, but what we don't have so much evidence about is whether young woodlands and new planting bring the same benefits or different benefits, or the magnitude of those benefits.
We're creating a community forest to actually improve the prospects of the area, which is the Marston Vale area. As an area, we've got a history of brickmaking. The local clay was dug out of the landscape to make the bricks, and those huge great pits then became landfill sites. So at one stage we had the highest input landfill site in Europe. Since 1991, we've been creating the Forest to Marston Vale. We've planted over 2.75 million trees.
We really wanted to understand the benefits that these new plantings and young woodlands had for the local communities, and if they were different from the older established woodlands. We were interested in understanding how people's relationships to these sites changes over time as the trees grow and mature, and as people see the changes. We looked at different ways of doing that, and we did some methodological innovations to try and understand at an individual level, but also at a community level, how those changes happen and the impacts they have on the local communities.
So when Forest Research approached us about this project, we were very excited. As a small charity, we don't have access to the sorts of funds to do this sort of research ourselves. So having the research that sort of feeds back and validates our work, it gives us that passion going forward and that enthusiasm to keep going. And I think one of the strongest things that came through from the research was a sense of hope.
It's been great working with all the partners, because not only have they helped with the practical things like selecting sites and providing information about the sites, they've also told us what they want to know and given us that local context and information, which meant that the questions we ask and the way we analyse the data is really rooted in what's understood locally about these woodlands. We're hoping they're going to be able to use these results any way they want, whether it's to promote the woodlands or in any of the site designs, just to make these sites even more beneficial for everyone.
This research is so important to us because it very much validates what we've been doing for the last 30 plus years.
So if you're interested in learning more, we've got a website, and on that website we've got the final report, which has got a lot more of the detail of what we did and the findings. We've got a story map which presents in a really accessible and engaging way. I hope everyone enjoys learning a bit more about the benefits of new woodland.